when it comes to cost of training as well, I've noticed that some hoteliers just don't take in consideration that if their managers or the employees are at training, someone else may have to be at the desk, and they are not counting that doubling the staff on the. Have you noticed that as well? It's just happened to the companies that I work with.
No,
it's to solve that problem.
If I had the formula to solve that problem, I'll be a very, very fortunate, possibly rich guy. To be fair with you, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, you and I will be having this conversation in the Bahamas somewhere. The two of us, I think we deservedly so.
Maybe one day, maybe one.
But you have to think about two things here. In the past, yes, you could double the staff. Now you can't. However, you need to work with the suppliers. The suppliers can't dictate, I can only do training on this. Yes, there is a match, and you have to write, I've got availability on these weeks are better, and so on. There's a lot of planning and preparation. The same way you prepare the stakeholders' presentation that you want to bring in this new software kit, you need to also ensure that you prepare straight away. You drive engagement, i.e. drop some stuff on the canteen to people to know that that training is going to be, so they're motivated. Make people accountable and work with your teams. How can we support the teams? Hotels are already running on skeleton at the moment. So when a trainer comes in, it's going to be even harder to do so. But the worst thing I'm seeing at the moment is the fact that hoteliers are using this rostering, but then allowing staff to just leave a training or not attend the training. And I had recently a case just before I started my own consultancy company where we were expecting 25 people to attend the training, 2 attended.
Oh, God.
So the impact of that cost, unfortunately, it just goes to waste because the hotel flew someone over, the trainer was there sitting in a meeting room waiting for these people to arrive, chasing only 2 people. I'll just leave it as a manual, we'll do it afterwards. Will that software ever be a success? No. And I think nowadays, in the past, it was already a lot of work for training. Nowadays, it's even harder to do so. And I think that preparation needs to be key. I'm going to also say this, and I think some suppliers or most will hate me for saying it. And I say hate, I know it's a strong word, but it's the truth. In the past, we could get away as suppliers training 9 till 5. And the trainer could go for a walk on the beach, go work in Prague, Budapest, Vienna in the evening and learn the new city. We're a 24/7 industry. It might be easier for me to get 20 people after hours. If that's the case, suppliers need to also address that. And I think that needs to change. However, we're going to go back to a question and a point that you mentioned earlier, which is the budget-conscious industry that we work in. The online training module is great for all students. We have about 4% of our employees are desk-bound. The rest of them are not. So how can we expect them to be at desk learning videos or on a gamification app? We have to realize that an operations person possibly has 2 jobs and goes home to take care of a family. And we're expecting them to open an app. Great tools for education, I agree. Are they great tools for our industry, however? And I think we need to do that research. It's not me. I don't have those answers. I wish I did because, again, then I'll be the guy in the Bahamas doing the call. And I think that's one of the things we have to address. Also, the same way if you're due diligence choosing a piece of software for your hotel, you should be due diligence really thinking, am I going to cut corners at the end of it by doing online training to be cheaper? Is it cheaper now and more expensive in the long run because I'm going to have to do a lot more training and everything down the road? So think about all of those steps. And I think those things are points, mentioned, questions, however way we want to phrase it. I say things as I am from South London, I guess is more of a colloquial phrases. Those are all the key points that we need to ensure that we answer and make those decisions, because it may be better to pay for training today and pay for refresher training in 6 months and put it part or red of your CapEx instead of I'm going to do this online and just watch a couple of videos. Is that how you want your guests to be handled, by you watching a couple of videos? That's the question I would ask.